You're not confused because this connection is unclear. You're unsettled because it touches something old inside you. From the moment this person appeared, something felt different. Not loud. Not dramatic. Just familiar in a way you couldn't explain. You may have tried to tell yourself it was nothing special. Just another meeting. Just timing. Just coincidence. But your body didn't agree. Your heart reacted before your thoughts could catch up. And that's usually how these connections arrive. Quietly. Without asking for permission. There's a reason some people don't come into our lives to stay. They come to wake us up. To parts of ourselves we've learned to keep contained. To emotions we've learned to manage. To wounds we've learned to survive around, rather than truly feel. When you're near this person, you might notice two things happening at once. A sense of recognition. And a sense of discomfort. You feel seen. Yet exposed. Calm. Yet strangely alert. And this is where things quietly shift. Because this isn't the kind of connection that exists to make life easier. It exists to make life more honest. You didn't meet this person to escape loneliness. You met them to see what still isn't balanced inside you. They reflect back your desire to be understood. Your fear of being abandoned. Your longing to be chosen without having to perform. And sometimes, your instinct is to pull away. To rationalize. To minimize what you're feeling. But the more you try to treat this as ordinary, the louder your inner world responds. That's because this isn't a passing encounter. It's a remembering. Not a memory you can place in your mind, but one your nervous system recognizes. The safety you feel when you're close. The subtle pull in your chest. The way silence between you doesn't feel empty. These are traces of an old bond. One that hasn't disappeared, only gone quiet for a while. Here's the part most people don't notice at first. Connections like this don't come to comfort you. They come to activate you. They stir emotions you thought you had already worked through. They surface insecurities you believed were behind you. They challenge the version of love you've learned to accept. And that's why it can feel so hard to let go, even when logic tells you to. This connection asks something of you. Not obsession. Not sacrifice. But maturity. It asks you to look at why you love the way you do. Why certain dynamics feel familiar. Why some forms of closeness feel safe and others feel threatening. And maybe you've wondered, why now? Why this person? Why at this stage of your life? Sit with that question for a moment. You don't need to answer it yet. Because this connection didn't arrive randomly. It arrived precisely when you were ready to see yourself more clearly. And that clarity doesn't always feel gentle. Sometimes it comes through longing. Sometimes through distance. Sometimes through misunderstandings that hurt more than they should. But none of this is meant to punish you. It's meant to mature you. To teach you how to love without losing yourself. How to stay open without abandoning your boundaries. How to choose awareness over attachment. And this is where people often misunderstand awakening connections. They assume the purpose is reunion, or permanence, or a perfect ending. But the true purpose is integration. When both people learn what they're meant to learn, the connection either returns in a steadier form, or quietly completes its role. Not with bitterness, but with gratitude. If things feel unfinished right now, that doesn't mean this connection was a mistake. It simply means the timing isn't fully aligned yet. And even if there is silence, even if there is distance, even if your paths seem out of sync, there is still an invisible thread between you. Not dramatic, not demanding, just steady and real. Some bonds don't need constant contact to exist. They live in the way you've changed, the way you've grown more honest with yourself, the way you now recognize what love should feel like. This is a connection that didn't come to keep you asleep. It came to wake you up. And once that awakening happens, you never return to who you were before. Take a breath here. Let what resonates stay with you. You don't need to force meaning. You don't need to decide anything today. Just notice what has softened inside you, what has become clearer. And if this message found you at the right moment, you're welcome to gently like, subscribe, or share it with someone who might need it too. You can also leave a comment with the feeling this brought up for you. Sometimes naming it quietly is already part of the healing.